Hi, Shay Given here. You're watching Irish Football Fan TV.
Right, we're outside the Aviva. We found some fans of the double champions.
Absolutely.
I bet that sounds good.
It does, it really does, especially after the last couple of years in the Cup Final. You know, I think we're the best team over the course of the season, especially the big, massive winning run we had on as well. Cork would be a good fight today. I thought for the first half they were the better team, but you know, we turned it around and we got the result, which is absolutely amazing.
Yeah, the first half in particular I thought was just 100 miles an hour helter-pelter stuff. It was almost hard to grab a breath at times, wasn't it?
It was a bit similar to the Liverpool-Arsenal game last night. You know, the two good teams that play good football, and they went 100 miles an hour. So, you know, it was, yeah, like you said, it was hard to catch your breath. And it was a case of who could compose themselves at half time and then who could come out the second half with a bit of a game plan and go and get the goal, and thankfully we did. You know?
Yeah, like it seems like a long time ago now, but if we rewind back to the first half, you get the breakthrough from a corner, you look dangerous in set pieces all day, I thought, and you know, Sean Hoare bangs in the goal into the top corner and you think this is it, you know, I think you're going to push on here. And
it was a funny one, you know, because we were still celebrating, and I don't think any of us have seen the challenge yet.
No, that's what I was saying.
Did you see it?
I seen the challenge, and honestly, to me, it didn't look like a penalty. It looked like the player just, you know, went for it.
He played for the penalty.
He tricked the ref.
Yeah,
I think.
He played for the penalty.
I'm not going to say anything,
but
he's got a bit of form of, you know, being able to win fouls. But in fairness, some of my friends have texted me and said it was a penalty.
Yeah,
so until I see it, I can't.
Probably I've only saw one replay and it was a bit quick. And it was still 100 miles an hour. I was struggling to catch my breath. So God knows what your guys were like. But I thought it was definitely clumsy, and I think the nicest possible way is Hoare was still probably buzzing. You saw how much he went for the celebration, and
but he looked like he was going down before he was hit. Do you know what I mean? He looked like he was going backwards before he was touched. To me, that looked like he was going down anyway.
Either way, Sadler gets the penalty, and you know, sticks it in. And what were your thoughts in at that stage of 1-1? Were you a bit nervous?
Same again. I thought it was last year. I thought here we go again. You know.
It was a case from ecstasy to just complete another not depression, but just saying, right, let's just compose ourselves and make sure we get as far as half time. And I was always convinced that we would win the game completely and utterly. And I thought if we would have scored the first goal and kept ourselves for 5 minutes, we would have scored 2 and 3, honestly. And I'm not saying any disrespect to Cork City, but we were a better team all season. And given the chance and given to play football, if they were chasing the game, we would have picked them apart. Patrick McElhenney and everyone would have just literally picked them apart.
Speaking about McElhenney, I thought particularly towards the second half of the first half, I thought he was immense. I thought he controlled that game for large periods, and it's probably just as well deserved that he got the winner in the end.
For people from Dundalk, he's a superhero, and that's simply it. The chance, like, he obviously went to Oldham, and you know, he did okay at Oldham, but for whatever, it just didn't fall in his way. And then the chance to have him come back and play for us again, look, it was amazing. The fact that he's done it, and he just hit the ground running, and to go and do what he did today was, look, it's not surprising us. It's just so happy that he has come back and done it again.
And that was a cracking ball, number 2 played in.
It was. So, like, just to touch on the goal there, like, I suppose if anything, it probably the difference between the sides was the freshness that you were able to bring off the bench, and you know, McGrath does so well to win the ball back, and then it goes out to Gannon, and my God, lads, you'll never see a better cross than that all season long.
I thought McGrath was unlucky not to start today because I thought he was immense. But if I can just say something on camera, I think for Player of the Year, Pat Hoopman's been amazing, but Chris Shields has been unbelievable. He has been just the best player consistently. And I was saying to the lads, you know, today, in the last 5 minutes, with a few balls broke to him, and as opposed to just hitting the back, he took a touch, he calmed the play down and he played it out. And that's the difference. Just, you know, being able to do that in those dying minutes and kill the game and just see the team through. And yeah, he's, like, from a Dundalk fan, he's been, in my opinion, the best player in the whole League of Ireland this season.
Yeah, well, he was certainly in the wars today. Like, we've seen all aspects really of Shields' performances all season. Like, it's been an absolute joy to watch. It's just been a revelation in the number 6 there. I thought probably today was probably more roll up your sleeves and get stuck in sort of approach, like how many battles he had with Keona alone there. But you know, that warrior mentality, I suppose, summed up the Dundalk performance all season long probably.
Look, he's been wonderful. And like, for a player, maybe we go back 4 seasons ago, who was maybe a little bit more raw. And people forget, you know, how actually young he is. With all due respect, Chris, you look a lot older than you are. But you know, he's got plenty of years ahead of him. And I think this was the season that he matured. And today was his standout performance, you know, for me, in terms of, as a Dundalk player, when the chips were down and when you needed someone to go and dig in and give us something, he did it. So,
and I suppose really to summarise, we can't really, you know, look back on the game without really discussing the revelation that your manager has been this season. Like, whatever he probably doesn't want to admit on press, that meant a lot. You just saw his celebration. I haven't seen him go as nuts in a long time. That was a special feeling for him, wasn't it?
There's been a lot of speculation and bits and pieces about the national team and X, Y and Z. And look, Martin O'Neill's in there on that job at the minute, and the best luck to him when he, for as long as he's there. As a Dundalk fan, I really hope O'Neill stays in the job. I really do. But I would not begrudge Stephen Kenny the chance to go and do something. I think it's about time that Ireland as a nation have put trust in their own coaches, because there's a big budget to pay for foreign managers to do X, Y and Z. But I really think Dundalk, in my opinion, are the best team that the League of Ireland has ever had in terms of footballing ability, in terms of entertainment value over the course of Stephen Kenny's career now. And you know what, if he went and he got the job, I'd be gutted, but I would support him 100%, and I would not begrudge him the chance to do it, really and truly.
Yeah, I suppose we won't get too bogged down on the whole O'Neill debacle. That's probably a discussion for another day. We'll concentrate on double champions. Any last thoughts on what has been a wonderful season?
On the town!
I think that really sums it all.
There's
nothing really else to sum it up.
I would just say watch out Europa League next season, because I think we're better equipped than we were 2 seasons ago.
You would hope so. If there's anything looking forward, and if you're talking about taking the next level, it's doing that sort of football in Europe. And I suppose we touched on it briefly. We're not going to go in, but Stephen Kenny for Ireland, if he does a good season and Dundalk progress well in Europe again, it's going to be hard to turn it down. But look,
absolutely,
we'll focus on that for another day. It's been a wonderful season for Dundalk, deserved double champions. And one last thing to sum it up.
Right, ready?
On the turn!
Cheers, folks.